Oh, it looks like we're there.
Oh, that's loud.
No, that's just me leaning into it. You never do that. Okay, and let me know when you find us on, you can see us on Facebook.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, you might turn off your microphone there. Howdy, buckaroos. Welcome to Wednesday night. And yes, we're back from Texas. Marcia and I are up here in the studio. And tonight we're gonna revisit some great old songs. We just got back from a weekend of great music and fun with friends, food, and of course a little bit of some libations to keep things rolling. We also had an opportunity to make it into Houston and went to Fuller's Guitars and managed to get a new guitar. Thank you, Marcia. Thank you, Marcia. Thank you, Marcia. Thank you for the guitar. So we have anybody joining us tonight? Not yet. Well, you could turn on your mic and let me know when they are there. So, cheers, everybody. A little bit of counterpart from the Upchurch Winery.
So Carol Roth is here, Jim Hunt, Doug Mingus,
Hey.
and Rach, but she's saying no sound. She's not hearing anything.
No sound. That's weird. Carol, do you have sound?
Rach is good now.
Oh, Rach is good now. You know, there's so many things that could go on between here and there. It's hard to tell sometimes. But like I said, we managed to make it into Houston, and Marcia bought me this beautiful new guitar that we're going to play on tonight. And I figured that since I'm by myself tonight playing, just Marcia in the audience here, that I'd revisit a bunch of old songs that tend to get thrown off to the side when you learn new stuff. You center in on it instead of playing some of the great old songs that you've known. So here's one I picked up a couple years ago from our friend Django Walker. Something about a boat sitting on the sea, out there in the wind, floating on the free. It'll take you around the world, bring you back home. Something about a boat gives a man hope. Something about an old guitar, the way it still rings after all the smoky bars and the broken strings. It played a million songs, broke a lot of hearts, healed a lot of scars. Something about an old guitar. Ain't it crazy how something seems like nothing at all could take a big old world and make it seem so small? You'll see windows where there were walls, make a whole lot of something out of nothing at all. Well, there's something about a dog when he's sitting by your side and you had a bad day. He ain't gonna run and hide. He's just wagging that tail, grinning that grin. Something about a dog makes him your best friend. Ain't it crazy how something that seems like nothing at all can take a big old world and make it seem so small? You'll see windows where there were walls, make a whole lot of something out of nothing at all. Ain't it crazy how something that seems like nothing at all can take a big old world and make it seem so small? You'll see windows where there were walls, make a whole lot of something out of nothing at all. Well, there's something about a dog, something about an old guitar, something about a boat that gives a man hope. Django Walker. Thank you, Django, for that song. Loved that song the first time I heard it, and knew that I had to learn that one. Songs are like that; they just kind of sneak up on you, and all of a sudden, you have to do something about it. What's up, Marsh?
Well, I just wanted to tell you Denise and Paul are here.
Hey, Denise, Paul,
and Lenny.
Lenny Roussel is here.
And notice your new guitar.
Ah, yes. Yes, a finely made tailor.
And Shazi.
Shazi? Atanish is probably there. Nice to have you aboard. Yeah, so this is the new acquisition. Marcia bought this for me, for us. I'm so funny. When we were down in Houston, one I've been looking for a while. We looked in Nashville; they didn't have one available. What makes it so unique is the fact that it's got a redwood top. The redwood has been underwater for usually 80 to 100 years before they use it. And then the sides are made from an African wood called macassar. And ebony striping around with some abalone inlay. So it's an absolutely beautiful piece of work. And of course, I'm going to try to do it justice. So that was our friend Django Walker's tune. And here's one from Guy Clark. A lot of people have done this song, and once again, I love this song the first time I heard it. Send it out to Marcia. I don't love you much, do I? Just more than human tongue can tell, that's all. I don't love you much, do I? Remember how I kissed you in the hall? See how it sparkles in my eyes? I couldn't hide it if I tried, that's right. I don't love you much, do I? Just more than anything else, this whole world. I don't love you much, do I? It's more than all the stars in the sky. I don't love you much, do I? Well, I think you hung the moon, and that's all right. See how it sparkles in my eyes? I couldn't hide it if I tried, that's right. I don't love you much, do I? just more than anything else in this whole world. I don't love you much, do I? You can feel it all the way across the room. I don't love you much, do I? Like spring doesn't make the flowers bloom. I don't love you much, do I? Well, I'd follow you to hell and back again. I don't love you much, do I? Just watch me light up as you walk in. See how it sparkles in my eyes. I couldn't hide it if I tried. That's right. I don't love you much, do I? Just more than anything else in this whole world. Yeah, just more than anything else in this whole world. Ah, just more than anything else in this whole world. I don't love you much, do I? Guy Clark tune. This weekend, boy, we had a lot of fun down in Houston. We Thursday we flew in. Friday night we saw John McEwen with a whole bunch of our friends from down there. John McEwen is from the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band from years ago, and him and his trio. He had a couple of sidemen that were just absolutely out. Really, really nice show. A little bluegrassy, folky country show for a couple hours. Had a wonderful, wonderful meal, some drinks with the folks from down in Texas, and Doug and Carol were there from Kansas. No, not Kansas. It was Missouri. Yeah, we just had a great time. Then Saturday night we had a Guy Clark tribute. Conrad puts that on. It was the fifth annual, Marcia. Yeah, fifth annual Guy Clark tribute at the Red Brick Tavern in Conroe, Texas. Had a wonderful time there. Sunday, more music, more food, more great times with Rach and H and Conrad. We went and saw the Palomino Moon. There you go. Palomino twin fiddles, steel guitar. Great vocals, jeez. And then we got to sit in the airport while the thunderstorms rolled through on Monday. But eventually they did, and we made it home safe and sound. But you never know what you picked up along the way when you're traveling about. So to be safe, Kevin is not joining me tonight, and he's going to rejoin next week. So looking forward to that. Always looking forward to a reunion with my buddy Kevin. So Paul and Denise are here tonight, and Paul is taking a couple weeks off of his streams, but he swears he's learning some new songs and gonna be back at it with a fever. Okay, I promised some old songs. Never hit 17 when you play against a dealer, for you know the odds won't ride with you. Never leave your woman alone with your friends around to steal her. She'll be gambled and gone like summer wages. Well, we keep rolling on till we get down to Vancouver. There's a woman that I love, she's living there. It's been 6 long months and more since I've seen her. She may be gambled and gone like summer wages. In all the beer parlors down along Main Street, dreams of the season lie spilled there on the floor. And the tall stands of timber, they're waiting just for Paulin'. Hookers standing watchfully, waiting by the door. Oh, so sorry about that, Marcia. I guess the damn camera, you never know. Will you keep rolling on? Oh, just close it one more time and turn it back on. Maybe we'll have the palapa bar back. You never know. Ah, there's the palapa bar. Oh, what's... you close it one more time. I'm not sure why it does that. It's technologically challenged. See, there's there. Oh, what's that, Marcia? Well, no, we don't have to have it, but it was kind of nice when it was there. So for all of you who weren't aware, be in the background on the green screen, I had the palapa bar, which is from down in Belize. What are you doing, Marsh? There you go. So it seems to be coming and going in and out of but the sound is there, and now. So, Paul, does this remind you of anything? Well, we keep rolling on till we get down to Vancouver. There's a woman that I love, she's living there. It's been 6 long months and more since I've seen her. She may be gambled and gone like summer wages. In all the beer parlors down along Main Street, dreams of the season lie spilled there on the floor. And the tall stands of timber, they're waiting just for Paulin'. Hookers standing watchfully, waiting by the door. Gonna go down to the towboats in my slippery city shoes. Lord, I swore I'd never do that again. Through the great fog-bound straits, with the tall cedars standing, I'll be lost and gone like summer wages. In all the beer parlors down along Main Street, dreams of the season lie spilled there on the floor. And the tall stands of timber, they're waiting just for Paulin'. Hookers standing watchfully, waiting by the door. Never hit 17 when you play against the dealer, for you know the odds won't ride with you. Never leave a woman alone with your friends around to steal her. They'll be gambled and gone like summer wages. They'll be gambled and gone like summer wages. But years are gambled and gone like summer wages. Okay.
I got rid of the palapa bar.
Okay. Well, Marcia got rid of the palapa bar because it was causing fits, and so it's kind of cool to see it up there, and it reminds many of us of some great times on the Mike Green stage down there at Jody and Scott's Palapa Bar in San Pedro, Belize. And a little shout out to some of our friends from down there, Brent Butcher and Dale Wallace, a couple of local musicians. And of course, Jack, the crack sound technician, Jack Burnett. Cracker Jack, we'll call him from now on. Jack is up in the Temecula area right now, and taking some treatments for a minor ailment. He's going to be bouncing back from real soon. Cheers to you, my friend Jack. I know there's a whole bunch of us out here that are wishing you the best. Don't you think, Marcia?
I know that's the case. Your whole tribe. So Jan Allen is here. I was concerned for just a minute because his name is always the first one I see. And it wasn't, so I'm glad everything's okay. Sandy Brandt's here.
Hey, Sandy.
And Alan Nielsen, we haven't seen him for a bit.
No, we haven't.
He said, thanks for continuing to entertain.
You know, well, thank you for chiming in, Alan. But, you know, this has become a part of life during this COVID times, and a good part of life. It's so nice to connect with people. And, of course, I'm doing it through Marcia. She's channeling everybody to me.
Paul says, glad you're home safe. Love that, Taylor.
I love it too, Paul, but thank you for the well wishes. I'm going to send this one out to my friend Patrick Hill. I haven't seen him for years. But I said I was going to do some old songs, and this is one that was written up in on Kodiak Island. I don't know where our time's gone, but now the memories have to carry me on into my life of living without you. I don't know why people stare when I sit and talk to an empty chair, reflecting on the good times that we've had. Kiss his head, turn out the light, whisper soft and tell him good night, but think about your love so far away. Well, the man you love and the woman that's mine, we've been together too long a time to ever think of being hateful or unkind. So give to me what love you can, and I will be your guiding hand to help you through the good times and the bad. Kiss his head, turn out the light, whisper soft and tell him good night, but think about your love so far away. Now the times have changed a lot, and someone else fills another spot right next to the one you've kept for only me. So give to him what love you can, but don't forget your other man. Remember that our lives have just begun. kiss his head, turn out the lights, whisper soft, tell him good night, but think about your love so far away. Kiss his head, turn out the light, whisper soft and tell him good night, but think about your love so far away. Ah, honey, think about your love so far away. Patrick Hill, circa 1977. I just love the way this guitar rings. Here's a more recent tune. Well, Paige can have my guitar. Not yet. Steve can have my truck. He's good with cars. Salvation Army can have my clothes. I hope the angels come to take my soul. At the end of this life, I've been given after the prayers and the bells have rung. I ain't afraid of where I'm going, but what'll become of the songs I've sung? What'll become of the songs I've sung? What'll become of the songs I've sung? I never owned a house or a piece of land. Never made too much with these two hands. Except for the sounds from these six strings. When that's a who you are, that's everything. At the end of this life that I've been given after the prayers and the bells have rung, I ain't afraid of where I'm going, but what'll become of the songs I've sung? What'll become of the songs I've sung? Oh, what'll become of the songs I've sung? Well, some get statues, some get shrines. Some get their name on buildings, some on signs. Some on rivers, some up in lights. Me, I've got a show in the salon tonight. At the end of this life that I've been given after the prayers and the bells have rung, I ain't afraid of where I'm going, but what'll become of the songs I've sung? At the end of this life that I've been given after the prayers and the bells have rung, I ain't afraid of where I'm going, but what'll become of the songs I've sung? Yeah, what'll become of the songs I've sung? What'll become of the songs I've sung? That's a beautiful song from Walt Wilkins. What's up, Marsh?
So Richard Biddle is here.
Yeah.
Thinks possibly he detects a little bit of a Texas accent. And Diana Lee. Diana Lee.
From New York.
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
So nice to have you with us, Diana.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen her before. She probably doesn't even know you do this.
Well, she does now. But how'd she find? It must have been from your Facebook.
She's friend. Yeah, I'm friends with her.
So this is probably not. This is not cosmopolitan New York music. But this is more Texas style and folky stuff. But it's from the heart anyway, Diana. So I hope you enjoy it. If nothing else, have a glass of wine. I know you've got kids, so wine helps. So, that's a real surprise having Diana on. That, really great to have you here. So. Getting back to some of the stuff that I promised I'd do. So a couple of years ago, when we were down in Belize, and what's up, Marsh?
Jessica Parton.
Oh, Jessica, how are ya?
This is a night for surprises. That's so nice.
Yeah, that is nice. So the format here, for those of you who don't know, is we have Marcia off camera, and she's got a microphone, and she handles all the camera work. Tonight we were supposed to we had the green screen behind us, and so we were supposed to have the Palapa Bar, which is a place in and the camera just went off, Marcia. So if you could fade us back from black, help me, help me. Help me, help me. Here, I'm coming back. I can see the light. I can see the light. It's coming. Oh, boy. Thank goodness. I thought I was a goner. Thanks, Marsh. So usually we have 4 cameras, and she can just switch to another. But because we're on the green screen tonight, and we're going to have the Palapa Bar from down in San Pedro, Belize, behind us. We just have the one camera, and then she has to keep getting up and making sure that it doesn't go fade to black on us for whatever reason. So here's another song from, this is one from Townes Van Zandt. Townes and Susanna Clark, and Guy Clark, they had this tumultuous relationship going on between them. Oddly enough, Guy Clark always included a Townes Van Zandt song in his recordings when he did albums. So here's one from Townes. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If I needed you, if you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the sea for to ease your pain. In the night forlorn, when the morn is born and the morning shines with the light of love, you will miss sunrise if you close your eyes, and that would break my heart in two. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the sea for to ease your pain. The lady's with me now, since I showed her how to lay her lily hand in mine. Loop and Lil agree she's a a sight to see, and a treasure for the poor to find. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the sea for to ease your pain. I would swim the sea for to ease your pain. I would swim the sea for to ease your pain. Towns Van Zandt. Speaking of easing your pain, I'm going to have a little sip. That always seems to help. At least temporarily.
Wanda is here too.
Wanda, I just got to let you know that Doug and Carol behaved themselves when they were down in Houston. And they were actually, you know, they were very well maintained and stirred up no trouble. Although Doug did get down on his knees a couple times just to, no, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. So we took good care of Carol and Doug. Made sure that everybody maintained decorum. All right, so sometimes I just get wrapped up in the way this guitar just kind of rings, and it's hard for me to concentrate on what I'm going to do next. But hooray for the drinking of warm red wine on a day boat ride and fair. Hooray for the laying and a playing a tune on the sunlight in your hair, the sunlight in your hair. Well, I wish that I was a fiddle bow flying across the strings, and you taking me in hand each day, and I'm making that fiddle sing to you, making that fiddle sing. Oh, to be feeling that feeling good, oh, to be feeling no pain, oh, to be feeling my love, love me. Me, I'm feeling the same, the same. Me, I'm feeling the same. And you looking like the morning side of the best day I've ever seen. Yeah, you're looking like help to a hopeless fool, like the end of an old bad dream. I mean, it must have been an old bad dream. So let's go sailing from shore to sea in a ship both fair and fine. Yeah, we're running hard before the wind doogie, getting nowhere on time, in time with a fiddle and that wine. Oh, to be feeling that feeling good, oh, to be feeling no pain, oh, to be feeling my love, love me. Me, I'm feeling the same, the same. Me, I'm feeling the same. Oh, to be feeling that feeling good. Yeah, to be feeling no pain. Oh, to be feeling my love, love me. Me, I'm feeling the same, the same. Me, I'm feeling the same. Yeah, me, I'm feeling the same, the same. Oh, me, I'm feeling the same. Feeling the same, and Guy Clark. And No Pain and Red Wine. Oh my God, he covered it all, didn't he? All right. So once again, our friend Django Walker, he met him several years ago down in Belize. And a funny story, I told him, hey, you know, after the second year, I said, you know, I've learned a couple of your songs, and I'd certainly like to sing with you sometime. And so we happened to be in Austin, and he said he's going to do this song, and then he picks me out from the crowd. He says, come on up here and sing it with me. And I would have loved to, except I didn't know the goddamn song. So I had to say, but thanked him later. Told him, you know, I know a lot of your, some of your stuff, but that one I don't know. So I get home and I promptly learned it. And so, this is the song. There's a farmer in a wheat field praying for rain. There's a mother in mourning and a child that's in pain, suffering in hard times when you're down on your luck. But it ain't in the falling, it's in the getting back up. Long as your heart is beating, there's no bad days. You got something to believe in, there's no bad days. Long as you're dreaming, reaching, seeking, make no mistake. As long as you're breathing, there's no bad days. When the sun just ain't shining, there's no hand in sight. Take faith in the morning, that you'll find the light. It's amazing the view when you're down on your knees. You may not get what you want, but you get what you need. Long as your heart is beating, there's no bad days. You got something to believe in, there's no bad days. Long as you're dreaming, reaching, seeking, make no mistake. As long as you're breathing, there's no bad days. As long as you're breathing, there's no bad days. Django Walker, No Bad Days. Hey, we got anything happening out there, Marcia, that anybody wants to hear? Or should I just continue on my merry little way down the path I've made for myself here?
Well, I think carry on your merry way, but Tommy Smith is here.
Tommy. Missed you this weekend.
And Doug said, Town, Sky, Rodney, Emmylou, Blaze, Prine, Jerry, Jeff Walker. How can you go wrong?
That's right. How can you go wrong? So Doug mentioned Blaze Foley. So Blaze Foley, a prolific writer who had a lot of things to say, and they called him Mr. Duct Tape, because he hung around Austin, and he wrote songs, and he hung around the bars, and he used duct tape to he duct taped his shoes, he duct taped his guitar case, he just made use of duct tape. And, very innovative. But he had a song that John Prine took a liking to, and I always thought, I heard John Prine do it, I always thought this was a John Prine song. But no, as it turns out, it was a Blaze Foley song. I was corrected by Deborah. I think you're still on the live mic.
I am. You haven't played this for...
You're right, I haven't played this for a long time. Going down to the Greyhound Station. I'm going to take this down one. Going down to a Greyhound Station, gonna get me a ticket to ride. I'm gonna find that lady with 2 or 3 kids and sit down by her side. Ride till the sun comes up and down around me about 2 or 3 times. Smoking cigarettes in the back seat. Sing my songs for the people I meet. Get along with it all. Where the people say y'all. Sing a song with a friend. Change the shape that I'm in. Start playing again. I'd like to stay, but I might have to go to get started again. I might go down to Texas or someplace I've never been. Get up in the morning, go out at night, I won't have to stay home. Get used to being alone. Change the words of this song. Start singing again. I'm tired of running around looking for answers to questions that I already know. I might build me a castle of memories just to have someplace to go. Count the days and the nights that it takes to get back in the saddle again. Change the shape that I'm in. Feed the pigeons some clay. Turn the night into day. start talking again when I know what to say. I'm going down to the Greyhound Station. Get me a ticket to ride. I'm gonna find that lady with 2 or 3 kids and sit down by her side. I'm gonna ride till the sun comes up and down around me about 2 or 3 times. Feed the pigeons some clay. Turn the night into day. Start talking again when I know what to say. Blaze Foley. Once again, John Prine used to play that song a lot. And the story goes that John met Blaze at, what's that tavern in Austin? The Broken Spoke or... that is one, yeah. I think that's the one, the Broken Spoke. Because a lot of people hung out there, and but John didn't remember till years later. Somebody reminded him that he met Blaze out back.
I'm sure that somebody out there listening knows where it was that they met.
So speaking of John, yeah, we lost him last year, and major turn of events, and that doesn't sound good.
No, it does not.
That's better. So, in the music world, it was a very major moving event when we lost John. And a lot of people came out and did things and sent them to John and to the family. I was listening to Michael Hearn and Shake Russell do a thing, live stream out of Texas. They were at a winery called Bernhardt Winery. And the very last song, Michael did a song, and he said he wrote it for John. And it was a great song. I haven't heard it since. Hopefully one of these days I'll be able to meet Michael and ask him the name and get some particulars on it, because I thought it was, at the time, it was a great song. I went to bed, and I got up in the middle of the night because I had this stuff going through my head, and so I got down to the kitchen. I wrote this song. We're going to send this out to Fiona, John's wife. Susan Walker, Jerry Jeff's wife. And Marcia Beckett, my wife. Well, it's old, but a story worth telling. Only true love can ever create, of an iconic pair with one love to share, 2 hearts brought together by fate. Each of us knows such a story of one love, 2 loves or more. Soulmates we've known that weather the storms together, then come back ashore. It's my song, I should know the words. Oh, Fiona, you know Johnny's waiting with a patience that's grounded in grace. Gleam in his eye, guitar by his side, arms open, big smile on his face. You know, life, it flows on like a river, and you can't stop the marching of time. The time that we spend with family and friends are the true gifts of life, so sublime. And Susan, you know Jerry's waiting with a patience that's grounded in grace. Gleam in his eye, guitar by his side, arms open, big smile on his face. Well, my story is not too much different than those who have walked here before. With love in my heart, when it's time to depart, I'll leave, but I won't close the door. And Marcia, you know Lenny's waiting with the patience that's grounded in grace. Gleam in his eye, guitar by his side, arms open, big smile on his face. But yeah, Marcia, you know Lenny's waiting with a patience that's grounded in grace. Gleam in his eye, guitar by his side, arms open, big smile on his face. Arms open, big smile on his face. Yeah, one of those moments. It was kind of a breakthrough moment for me because I struggled for a number of years trying to write a song and or two, and you get so far into it, and then you say, you're kind of your own worst critic. And at that moment in time, it was the middle of the night, and I was still rummy, but the stuff was going through my head, so I just wrote it down and went back to bed. Got up in the morning and tweaked it a bit, played with a chord pattern, and came up with something that even I liked. So send that out to three beautiful, strong women that were cursed with musicians as partners. Don't know if I'm a blessing or a curse. You should say that on the mic.
I won't say that, but I'll tell you that Sketch is here.
Okay.
And Richard says, great song.
Thank you, Richard. Sketch, how are you?
And Rach says, reminds me of Waiting on a Woman. I don't think I know that song.
Either do I. Sketch, you notice the green screen background here. Oh, well, we just went to black. We faded to black. Help me, help me.
Stop doing that.
Okay, no, we're fading back to white. I see the light.
Shush.
And there we are. So yeah, we had some media queued up, and then it went fuzzy and flipped out on us. So here we are. Rather than take a lot of time to redo everything and move stuff around to the regular stage, I just say, hey, well, just use your imagination for your green screen. I could be in the tropics. I could be down in San Pedro on the Mike Green stage. Just about anywhere. So, Sketch, is your lovely wife with you? Well, I hope she is, because I'm going to play a song for her. Tonight was one of those things where Kevin's not here, and just came off of a great trip this weekend in Houston with so many good friends. And Marcia and I were talking. She says, you know, you always learn new songs, and you just get hung up on them, and you forget about some of the old good songs that you do. And she's right, of course. Once again, she's right. And I know that.
Wendy is there, and so's Patty. And Patty is asking, did she miss our song?
No, Patty. And I got a great story about that song, too. And so, but I'm going to send this one out to Wendy first. And I think you're still on, Marsh.
I was going to sing with you.
Okay, go ahead. Please. I am just a poor boy, though my story is seldom told. I have squandered my existence on a pocket full of mumbles, such are promises. All lies and jest, still a man hears what he wants to hear, disregards the rest. When I left my home and my family, I was no more than a boy, in the company of strangers, in the quiet of a railway station, running scared, laying low, seeking out the poorer quarter, where the ragged people go, looking for the places only they would know. Lie, 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 lie. Asking only workman's wages, I come looking for a job, but I get no offers. Just to come on from the girls in 7th Avenue. I do declare there was times when I was so lonesome, I took some comfort there. Ooh la la, la la la. Lie la lie, lie la la lie, lie la lie, lie la lie. Lie, 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 lie. Now I'm laying out my winter clothes, wishing I was gone, going home, where the New York City winters aren't bleeding me, leading me. Going home. In a clearing stands a boxer, a fighter by his trade, and he carries the reminders of every glove that laid him low or cut him till he cried out in his anger and his shame, I am leaving, but the fighter still remains. Lie, 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 oh, lie, 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 oh, lie, 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 lie. to you, Wendy.
She said, love it. Thank you.
So, what was the other song?
Save the last dance.
Oh, that's right. All right. I knew that. Because there's a great story to this song. Actually, a great story that has led to me writing another song. I just need to finish it, find the exact right chord pattern and the melody for this song. But Marcia and I were with the family up on Vancouver Island a number of years ago, 2, 3. And we were salmon fishing and just having some family time. I brought a guitar, and we were, after a day of fishing and a very nice dinner, we were drinking some wine out on a little patio, just the family, and we were joined by 3 people. And so they were sitting kind of behind us, and I was playing a few songs, and it was a couple and their daughter. And the daughter came over and said, "Can you please play a song that my mom and dad could dance to?" And so I looked over and I figured they would probably know some of the stuff that I do. So I started playing this song, and so the gentleman asked his wife to dance, and they were dancing, and she stops halfway through this song, and she comes over and she starts singing some of the words with me, and that was wonderful. I didn't know. This came out after the fact. Marcia was talking with the daughter. Well, they were on a trip for the weekend, trying to jog her mother's memory by taking her to places that were near and dear to their hearts, and they needed some time because she was suffering from dementia. So the fact that she stopped, her mom and dad loved to go out and dance and did things, but the fact that she stopped and she came over and she actually sang the words with me, then really had a very deep meaning, and expressed the power of music. Yeah, a very touching moment, and made more so by the fact that they were very appreciative of the song. So I never sing this song without thinking about them. And because of that, I wrote a song called "The Ballad of Jane and John Doe." And so one day I'll have some music for it. But here's the song. You can dance every dance with the guy who gives you the eye. Let him hold you tight. You can smile every smile for the man who'd like to hold your hand neath the pale moonlight. But don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. Oh, darling, save the last dance for me. Oh, I know that the music's fine, like sparkling wine. Go and have your fun, laugh and sing, but while we're apart, don't give your heart to anyone. And don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. Oh, darling, save the last dance for me. Don't you know I love you so? I love to feel your touch. Never gonna let you go. Girl, I love you oh so much. And don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. Oh, darling, save the last dance for me. You can dance, go and carry on till the night is gone and it's time to go. If he asks if you're all alone, can he take you home? You must tell him no. And don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. Oh, darling, say the last dance for me. And don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. Oh, darling, say the last dance for me. Oh, darling, say the last dance for me. Oh, oh, darling, say the last dance for me. Send it out to Jane and John Doe, wherever they are. Sometimes the story isn't always a happy ending, but that was a very special night. So what do you think, Marcia? I think I might have another song or two left in my allotted time.
You've only been here for an hour. I think you have plenty of time.
Oh, wonderful! It's hard to gauge when you're just up here playing, and no big clocks, just a big green screen behind you. So occasionally we're joined by Sketch and his family down in L.A. Sketch has some cousins that when they were much younger, when our daughter Janelle was going to school with them, occasionally we'd have a time at the beach or around a fire or at home, and I would play guitar.
So I know you're going to continue on with that story, and I want you to do that, but Sketch just said the whole family is dancing in the living room.
EGA and Barlow, keep on dancing. Dance like nobody's watching. So anyway, yeah, I used to play a number of songs, and this is going back years. There was a Gordon Lightfoot song that Nicole and Barbara used to like. I think they still do.
That was 48 years.
48 years ago. Holy shit, am I that old? Pardon my French. I've learned a lot of French over the years. Second, bring me my brown pants. Gordon Lightfoot. There's a house on a hill by a worn down weathered old mill, and a valley below where the river winds. There's no such thing as sad times. And she waits by the door. Oh, Cotton Jenny, I'm sore. And she rubs my back while the sun goes down. And the wheels of love go round, wheels of love go round. Love go round, love go round. Joyful sound, I ain't got a penny for cotton gin to spend, but then the wheels go round, and a new day begins. I go down to the cotton gin and I make my time worthwhile to them. Then I climb back up again, and she waits by the door. Oh, Cotton Jenny, I'm sore. And she rubs my feet while the sun goes down, and the wheels of love go round, wheels of love go round. Love go round, love go round. Joyful sound. I ain't got a penny for cotton gin to spend, but then the wheels go round. In the hot, sticky South, where they say, well, shut my mouth, I can never be free from this cotton grind. Still I know I've got what's mine, a soft southern flame. Oh, and Cotton Gin is her name, and she wakes me up when the sun goes down, and the wheels of love go round, wheels of love go round. Hey, back! Love go round, love go round. Joyful sound. I ain't got a penny for cotton gin to spend, but then the wheels go round. 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 We'll send that back out through time to 48 years.
Joyce is here.
Hey, Joyce.
She's up late.
Oh, you are up late. My goodness, you're stretching your boundaries, my dear.
And Doug says, do you know if you could read my mind?
Oh,
Gordon
boy.
Lightfoot.
That is just a super song. I don't know. I don't think so. You know, it's one of those things I could fumble along with. There's a lot of songs out there, and you can fumble through parts of a lot of them, but you can never do it justice without sitting down and spending the appropriate amount of time to really present it. And so, although I love that song, I have not.
Doug has some great suggestions.
Yeah, well, that's fine, but I'm going to keep playing anyway. As long as we're on this vein. In the early morning rain, with the dollar in my hand, and an aching in my heart, and my pocket full of sand, I'm a long way from home. Lord, I miss my loved ones so. In the early morning rain, with no earthly place to go, out on the runway number 9, big 707 set to go. But I'm stuck here on the ground, where the pavement never grows, where the liquor tasted good, and the women all work fast. Well, there she goes, my friend. She's a-rolling down at last. Hear the mighty engine roar. See the silver wing on high. She's away and westward bound, far above the clouds she'll fly, where the morning rain don't fall and the sun always shines. She'll be flying over my home in about 3 hours' time. This old airport's got me down. It's no earthly good to me, 'cause I'm stuck here on the ground, cold and drunk as I might be. You can't jump a jet plane like you can a freight train, so I'd best be on my way in the early morning rain. So I'd best be on my way in the early morning rain. Gordon Lightfoot. You know, I saw a video of John Prine at the House of Strombo in Toronto, and Gordon Lightfoot was in the audience, and they had, and of course, Gordon is, you know, he's getting up there in age too, but still with us. God bless him. I do not do, as Paul does, the wreck of the Fitzgerald, the Edmund Fitzgerald, because I let the true troubadours do that one. My friend Paul, my friend J.P. Falcon, Brayton Grady, they both do wonderful jobs with that. To the point when I hear them play, I say, well, it's best that I stay away from that one. Yeah, songs are kind of funny that way. You have friends that play songs, and so you just you tend not to learn them because it's like stepping on somebody's toes. However, Mr. Conrad Olson, I'm going to step on your toes for just a moment. There ain't nothing in the world I like better. Bacon, lettuce, and homegrown tomatoes. Out in the garden, up in the morning, out in the garden, get you a big one. Don't get a hard one, oh. Yeah, oh, I was sure that I could do it this time, but no, it's going to take a little bit of practice. Homegrown tomatoes. My friend Conrad Olson does that song, and I just couldn't get the image of Conrad out of my head enough to focus on the damn words. Funny thing about that song, Marcia heard that several years ago in Belize, and so the problem is she couldn't get it out of her head after Conrad was singing. It was like a worm, and it was in there. You turn that mic on for a reason?
I thought I might want to say something.
I love it when you talk.
So I'm going to tell you that Sketch got excited for a minute.
You know, I can probably do it if I really focus, but there ain't nothing in the world I like better. Bacon and lettuce and homegrown tomatoes. Up in the morning, out in the garden. Get you a big one, oh, don't get a hard one, oh. Find them in spring, eat them in the summer. Winter without them is a culinary bummer. You forget about all the sweating and digging every time you go out, and you get you a big one. It's a homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What'll life be without homegrown tomatoes? The only two things money can't buy, that's true love and homegrown tomatoes. I got it. Well, you can go out, that's for sure. There ain't nothing that a homegrown tomato won't cure. You can eat them in a salad, eat them in a stew, make your very own tomato juice. You can eat them with eggs, eat them with gravy, eat them with beans, pinto or navy. Put them on the side, put them in the middle, put a hot homegrown tomato on a hot cake griddle. It's a homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What'll life be without homegrown tomatoes? Only two things money can't buy, that's true love and homegrown tomatoes. Well, I'm getting there. Conrad?
Conrad's laughing at you.
Yeah, Conrad is laughing at me. But I'm not reading the words. I'm reading them in the back of my mind. Something about the life I lead. If I get tired of it, no, I never get tired of the life if I get, you can call me Johnny Tomato Seed. I know what this old country needs is homegrown tomatoes in every yard I see. When I die, don't bury me in a box in a cemetery. Out in the garden, be much better. I could be pushing up homegrown tomatoes. It's a homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What'll life be without homegrown tomatoes? Only two things money can't buy. That's true love and homegrown tomatoes. Okay, Conrad, I know I butchered it.
Okay, well, this is what a good friend Rach is. She says that's perfect.
Rach, yeah, you're either deaf or very, very kind.
She's very kind.
Yes, sir. My friend Conrad, he does all these great songs from Guy Clark. And so he'll have to excuse me if I want to steal that from 1,200 miles away. What's that? Which one's that? Oh. So Marcia says, steal one from Ed Calloway. So the only one I can think of is she stays at home too much till she feels so out of touch. Well, I'd steal that if I could, but it's one of those things where you learn something and then you don't do it for so long, and then it's hard to regurgitate on a moment's notice. Although I got to admit that I hadn't done any of those Gordon Lightfoot songs in a bit, so I
They're
think
probably a little more firmly ingrained.
they may be.
Been doing them a lot longer.
Yeah.
That's okay. You don't have to play my favorite song.
Oh boy. Oh boy. You all heard that. What? I know you want to say something because you pushed the button and okay, there she's gone again. All right. Now they're making movies in old black and white with happy endings where nobody fights. So if you find yourself in that nostalgic rage, honey, jump right up. Show your age. I wish I had a pencil-thin mustache, the Boston black egg kind, or a two-tone Ricky Ricardo jacket, or an autographed picture of Andy Devine. I remember being buck-toothed and skinny, writing fan letters to Sky's Knees Penny. Oh, I wish I had a pencil-thin mustache, then I could solve some mysteries too. But it's a bandstand Disneyland, growing up fast, drinking on a fake ID. And Rama of the Jungle was everyone's Bawana, but only jazz musicians smoking marijuana. Yeah, now I'm getting old. I don't wear underwear and I don't go to church. Don't cut my hair, but I can go to movies and see it all there, just the way that it used to be. That's why I wish I had a pencil-thin mustache, the Boston black egg kind, or a two-tone Ricky Ricardo jacket, or an autographed picture of Andy Devine. I remember being buck-toothed and skinny, writing fan letters to Sky's Knees Penny. Oh, I wish I had a pencil-thin mustache, but I could solve some mysteries too. But it's a sock-hop, dirty bop, cop in a field, grubbing on the living room floor, so sore. Run you off to college, try to gain a little knowledge, but all you want to do is learn how to score. But now I'm getting old. I don't wear underwear, I don't go to church, I don't cut my hair. I can go to movies and see it all there, just the way that it used to be. That's why I wish I had a pencil-thin mustache, the Boston black egg kind, or a two-tone Ricky Ricardo jacket, or an autographed picture of Andy Devine. I could be anyone that I wanted to be, maybe Suave Errol Flynn or the Chic of Era B, if I only had a pencil-thin mustache, then I could do some cruising too. Oh, well, a brill cream, a little dab will do you. I could do some cruising too. Speaking of ingrained, little Jimmy Buffett. So there are many of us that are going to, Doug Mingus included, who are going to convene in Lukenbach in just a couple weeks. Ha ha! What?
Conrad is here.
Oh, Conrad.
He maybe just came and didn't get to hear your
My 2 cents worth. Oh, Conrad, you know that I've been struggling with the homegrown tomatoes for a while. It's fine when I don't have to concentrate on anything other than a bass line and maybe a harmony here and there, but it's just different. It's just different because every time I go to sing the damn thing, I got a vision of you saying, so, yeah, a couple weeks, we're going to be down in Lukenbach for the Jerry Jeff Walker memorial event. Thursday night, for all of you who are attending early, Thursday night, the Full Moon Inn is where we're staying. And at the Full Moon Inn, there's a little bar, and Kim and Kemper have said, "Yeah, come on, bring your guitars, bring your friends. Just come on and take charge of the stage, and it's all yours for the night." So about 7 o'clock on Thursday night, before the Jerry Jeff event, we're gonna convene at the Full Moon Inn. Marcia? What is the name of that bar that they have there? It's somebody's laughing place. Cowboy Slim's laughing place. It doesn't matter. It's at the Full Moon Inn, and we're going to have Conrad, myself, my buddy Kevin. Hopefully Paul Schultz will be there. We'll have Gene, who can play a little bit. Steve White, play a couple songs. So yeah, and whoever else happens to meander in. But there will be alcohol served. No, you're not on.
Well, I hope I told you earlier, Becky's here.
Okay.
She said for once they will be there too.
For once.
Yeah. They're staying at the Full Moon also.
Yes, I knew that. Would you like some more wine, Marcia, before I finish off this bottle? Okay, here it is. We like to share here at the studio. Here you go. You just. Oh, you turned it. Yeah, she did that on purpose. Porpoise. All right. So we're almost, between Marcia and I, we're almost through a bottle of wine, and that must mean that we're getting close to the end of the evening. But she says not yet, because she's just poured her last glass. And these are rather large glasses, but we only did one bottle of wine.
I think you have like maybe 20 minutes.
Okay.
It's 20 minutes to 9.
All right. So, Marcia, once again, I'd like to thank you for the guitar. I'm really loving it. It's a dream to play. Actually, it's encouraging me to to play with a little more nuance and a little less aggression. And Gene, hopefully your arm is all healed, and when you're down in Lukenbach with us, you can do some wonderful Travis picking. I would love to hear that on this guitar. Gene Nunn he has just a superlative Travis picking style that I really envy.
So Gene's having dinner with his son, so he's not there with Becky.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right.
Sherry says, from Ron. Ron said your guitar sounds great.
Well, that's so nice to hear. So what I'm hearing, I'm really enjoying as well. Thank you, Ron.
And Charlie Hawkins is here too, and some of the songs you're playing he probably heard you play
90 years ago.
Well, at least 40.
So I have to attribute my my love of country music to Marcia, who turned me from the dark side into the realm of folk and country. So I was a rock and roll bass player and not much of a singer. But she persisted, and she would play some of her music on the stereo, and by golly, it's kind of incredible. Thank you, Marcia. One more time. There's a Guy Clark tune. I'll send it out to Marcia. Well, she could dance that slow ballet, shuffle to some cowboy hustle. How she made them trophy buckles shine, shine, shine. Wild-eyed Mexican silver, tricking dumb old cousin Willard into thinking that he got her this time. Hill country honky-tonkin' Rita Ballou, every beer joint in town has played a fool for you. Backsliding, barrel riding Rita Ballou, there ain't a cowboy in Texas would not ride a bull for you. Well, she's a rawhide rope, velvet mixture, walking, talking, Texas texture, high time barroom fixture kind of a girl. She's the queen of the cowboys. Look at old Willard grinning now, boys. You'd have thought there's less fools in this world. Hill country honky-tonkin' Rita Ballou, every beer joint in town has played a fool for you. Backsliding, barrel riding Rita Ballou, there ain't a cowboy in Texas would not ride a bull for you. So good luck, Willard, and here's to you, here's to Rita. I hope she'll do you right all night. Lord, I wish I was a fool in your shoes. Hill country honky-tonkin' Rita Ballou, every beer joint in town has played a fool for you. Backsliding, barrel riding Rita Ballou, there ain't a cowboy in Texas would not ride a bull for you. Lord, there ain't a cowboy in Texas would not ride a bull for you. Ah, Rita. All right, so we've got about 3 more songs, I think, before the end of the evening, and YouTube and Facebook cuts us off. But I'd like to thank everybody for a year of listening and camaraderie and helping us help everybody else get through this this pandemic and all the ensuing challenges that it has brought. Not been easy for any of us. We've all lost friends, neighbors, and people that we've admired. Just yesterday, one of my and Marcia's personal friends has passed away. So it's it's kind of sweet, and it's sorrowful too. This whole event that we're living through, and it's so nice to have everybody join us on a regular basis, so that we can make connections and keep connections alive. So to each and every one of you, thank you. Thank you for tuning in and talking and chit-chatting and sharing a little bit of life outside of our own little bubble here. Because that's what we're trying to do. And yes, Marcia?
Conrad says, beautiful guitar. And Sketch says, thanks for a great night.
You bet.
So I hope Sketch will let us know when he's on the island.
Yes, please, Sketch. Whenever you guys are up on Limey Island, we would love to host for a dinner. So please don't make me cook some fine seafood up here in the Northwest and enjoy it with friends and with a little bit of wine. Please don't do that. So I'm gonna do a song that as Marcia and I were coming home from the airport the other night, as luck would have it, when I fired up the car, the Bluetooth kicked in, and I had an album from Guy Clark that was called Keepers, and so it was recorded it was recorded live in a setting with a bunch of great musicians, and of course the talk in between the songs was captured as well, and Guy Clark said, "This is my favorite song of all the songs that I've written," and so I'm going to play that for you. It's called "She Ain't Going Nowhere." And Guy sets it up and he says, "This is 10 seconds in a woman's life." So he captured all these thoughts and feelings and images in his writing about 10 seconds of a woman's life. That being said, here's Guy Clark's favorite song. I think you're still on, Marsh. Sitting on the dawn side of leaving, she found her thumb, stuck it to the breeze. She'll take anything that's going close to somewhere, She can lay it down, live it like she pleased. She ain't going nowhere, she's just leaving. She ain't going nowhere, she can't breathe. And she ain't going home, that's for sure. She ain't sitting down, crying on her suitcase. She had no second thoughts for the road. She'll take anything that's going close to somewhere. You know, she's got feelings that need some repairing, and she did not give a damn that it showed. There we go. She ain't going nowhere, she's just leaving. She ain't going nowhere, she can't breathe. And she ain't going home, that's for sure. Well, the wind had a way with her hair. The blues had a way with her smile. She had a way of her own, like prisoners have a way with a file. She ain't going nowhere, she's just leaving. She ain't going nowhere, she can't breathe. And she ain't going home, that's for sure. She ain't going nowhere, she's just leaving. She ain't going nowhere, she can't breathe. Going home. She ain't going home. She ain't going home, that's for sure. Thank you, Guy, for that song.
Before you're done, Michael Thomas.
Absolutely. So, Tommy and Rodney, your presence was missed this weekend in Houston. And Marcia, I think I'm faded to black. Marcia says, off mic, she says, I hate this camera. And I thought I had it on constant stream, but no. That's where we need the expertise of a good cameraman. Sketch, you know any? Just saying. So when you're up here, Sketch in the Northwest, and we feed you a great dinner, and your family, you and your family, and maybe we'll drag you up here to the studio and have you give us some professional advice. That would be really nice. Not that it's required, mind you. Just all right, what was I going to do? Oh, the Thomas Michael Riley, yes. Okay, so Tommy, Rodney, from Dallas, Texas. It was, what was that, Marcia? You're not on. I can't hear you. Oh, well, Rach and H are not from Dallas. Well, yeah, they are. Well, just outside of Dallas. Anyway, so we missed you, Tommy or Rodney, this weekend down in Houston. It would have been nice to see you there. However, we are going to see you in a couple weeks down in Lukenbach, so that's good too. Several years ago, for the rest of you, several years ago, Conrad, Marcia, myself were traveling around in RVs in the hill country in Texas, and we went to Kerrville to the folk festival there. Saw Rodney Crowell, Verlin Thompson, a bunch of people playing. It was just a great event. And then we got a message from Tommy saying you should come down to Lukenbach because Thomas Michael Riley's down here. So went down. We said, okay, we've had enough of this Kerrville stuff. We'll take the RVs down to Lukenbach, and we parked them in the yard and bought the tickets, went in, and hooked up with the, not hooked up, we met Tommy and Rodney and Rach and H and a whole bunch of other people. I think there was a number of other people. Well,
I know Mandy and Bart were there.
Mandy and Bart, that's what it is.
I can't remember who else. There was more.
Oh, the beekeeper was there.
Renee.
Renee was there, yeah. That's right. Anyway, so all these fine people from Texas were there at the Thomas Michael Riley thing, and so I'd never heard of the guy, and so one of the first songs that I heard him do had me scooting up as close to the stage as I could possibly get, because I'm saying, wow, this guy's got some good stuff, and so it's like the chills that go up and down your arms when you hear something or you feel something that's just right, and that's what happened when I heard this song for the first time. And I said, yeah, well, that means I gotta take the time to learn it. So I'm gonna send this one out to Tommy and Rodney, Rach and H, and my buddy Conrad. Actually, I'm going to send this out to everybody because it's a great message. And I think you're still on, Marcia. If you want to feel rich, take a look at your life. Count everything money can buy. Count all your blessings. Count the ones you love twice. If you want to feel rich, count everything money can buy. Won't buy you time. Won't buy true friends. Won't buy the ocean. Won't buy you time. Won't buy true love. There it is. Won't buy the ocean. with the moon and the stars up above. Won't buy one more breath at the end of your life. If you want to feel rich, count everything money can buy. Won't buy compassion or the love of a dog, kindness from a stranger. You can't buy patience or luck. Can't buy an open mind, another chance in this life. If you want to feel rich, count everything money can buy. Won't buy you love, won't buy you friends, won't buy happiness. Let me say it again. Won't buy happiness, no matter how hard you try. If you want to feel rich, if you want to feel rich, if you want to feel rich, count everything money can buy. If you want to feel rich, count everything money can buy. I think I swallowed a bug there. Thomas Michael Riley. All right. So we're winding down here. And here's a song that was brought to my attention by a good friend of mine, Mr. Paul Schultz. So we were sitting on the back of the Double Eagle with a bunch of friends. The Double Eagle is a 65-foot wooden vessel. It was restored by our friend Randy Olafson. So it's one of those magic moments. I'm going to end the night with this. But the memory is indelibly etched in my mind when Paul brought this song out on the back deck of the Double Eagle. And once again, the goose pimples rose on my arms, and I said, oh my God, that song is worth taking out to the world. So I promptly stole it from Paul. Not really stole it, I just borrowed from him every now and again for 3 minutes and 38 seconds. Because it's a wonderful song with a great message. Once again, thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. We'll do this again real soon, and my buddy Kevin will be with us. I believe kids ought to stay kids as long as they can. Turn off the screens, turn off the screens, climb a tree, get dirt on their hands. I believe you gotta forgive and make amends, 'cause no one gets a second chance to make new old friends. I believe in working hard for what you got, even if it don't add up to a hell of a lot. I believe most people are good, most mamas aren't qualified for sainthood. I believe most Friday nights look better under neon or stadium lights. I believe you love who you love, ain't nothing you should ever be ashamed of. I believe this world ain't half as bad as it looks. I believe most people are good. I believe the streets of gold are worth the work. I'd still want to go if they were paved in dirt. And I believe that youth is spent well on the young. There's no one. What's that? Hit me with it.
Where's Paul when you need him?
I believe kids yeah. I believe the streets of gold are worth the work. I still want to go if they were paved in dirt. And I believe that youth is spent well on the young, 'cause wisdom in your youth would be a lot less fun. I believe if you just listen to the nightly news, your faith in all mankind will be the first thing you lose. I believe most people are good, most mamas aren't qualified for sainthood. I believe most Friday nights look better under neon or stadium lights. I believe you love who you love, ain't nothing you should ever be ashamed of. I believe this world ain't half as bad as it looks. I believe most people are good. Oh, I believe that years go slow and days go fast. No. Oh, I believe that days go slow and years go fast. And every breath's a gift, first one to the last. I believe most people are good, most mamas aren't qualified for sainthood. I believe most Friday nights look better under neon or stadium lights. I believe you love who you love, ain't nothing you should ever be ashamed of. I believe this world ain't half as bad as it looks. I believe most people are good. I believe most people are good. Now, to all you good people out there, thanks for another wonderful night. I believe most people are good.